Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. In today's session, we are going to look into The Six Thinking Hats by Edward de Bono. Do you run into meetings that prolong for more than hours? Sometimes, when we discuss something, we find that we are discussing on something that is really not important and we don't come into conclusions. So here we go. The Six Thinking Hats by Edward de Bono. What is Six Thinking Hats? What are its benefits? Now, Six Thinking Hats represents six different ways of thinking. Now, it is associated with the idea of parallel thinking, which means for group to plan or think about a process in a detailed and cohesive fashion, and thinking together ultimately brings out very constructive outcome. Now, what is parallel thinking? Parallel thinking is defined as a process where focus is split into specific directions. Six thinking hats is like, you wear different hats and think on one particular problem. The six different colors of hats have different meanings. White color, it says about the facts and figures. The red hat is at the emotion hat. The yellow hat is the benefit or the values hat, and the green hat is the hat of ideas or out of the box thinking, and blue hat is the planning hat or the hat that controls the entire meeting, and the black hat is the judgment hat. So let us look into the meanings or the implications of each and every hat. The white hat, it focuses on data. This is the facts and figure cap. Now, when you wear a hat that is of white in color, you will have to find the facts and figures related to the problem that is given to you. With the white hat, we look at the information that is relevant for the current focus. It only relates to information overall. So, a person in a discussion who is supposed to wear the white hat will have to look into the facts and figures, come out with the different areas that is to be focused related to the facts and figures, and come out with very relevant ideas that really brings in with facts. Next is the red hat. In a discussion, a person which is supposed to wear a red hat has to think in an emotional fashion. He or she focuses on emotions, feelings, hunches, gut feelings, and intuition and justification. Look at that problem in an emotional fashion. How is it going to impact the different stakeholders? It gives priority to the feelings and intuition of the parties that is involved. Next is the black hat. The person who is supposed to wear a black hat consider the obstacles, existing or potential downsides and concerns. The black hat is all about being cautious. The person wearing black hat has to protect the entire group of people from harm that is going to affect them if they take any decisions. A kind of apprehensive. It is like a skepticism, always putting a little bit of stumbling blocks, telling the caution if you take something of the decisions. This hat have to be cautious and identify the problems that could arise. Now, what is the green hat? When we wear the green hat, it is like, you are putting on a out of thinking box hat. You look into the possibilities, the alternatives, new ideas that could creep in. This hat helps us find new ways of doing things and also provides an opportunity to think about ways to overcome concerns. So it is a very creative hat, the green hat. The yellow hat. The yellow hat focuses on values, the benefits, or why something might work. This is a very optimistic hat. The person wearing this hat speaks about the positives about that particular problem and look for the reasons for the optimism and feasibility. This hat helps us to look at the positive side of the discussion and is always telling positive things. Finally, the blue hat. Blue hat is the person who controls the entire discussion. It is the observer's hat. Every six thinking hats discussion begins and ends with the person who is wearing blue hat. He is the person who controls the entire discussion. Finally, so what is the advantage of putting six thinking hats into your daily meetings or your discussions or the way in which you think? Now, it makes meetings shorter. It is so said, the research says that a meeting which runs as to 1 hour gets reduced to 12 minutes if you think in this Edward de Bono's six thinking hats method. It stimulates innovation by generating more ideas and better ideas much more quickly. It is a very useful, innovative method of creating dynamic results, oriented meetings that make people want to participate. It looks into the all side of the problem and keep up egos and turf production to check. Think clearly and objectively. I'm sure in your next meeting, you will definitely embrace the six thinking hats by Edward de Bono and make your discussion productive. Thank you very much.